Not much. How we doing, guys? The guys that did not practice today was Kai Forbath, Jordan Reed, and Brandon Jenkins. Limited was Fred Davis, Kieran Merriweather, and Hankerson were full participation. Pardon me? Full. Limited.
Mike, we talked Monday about London taking some plays off. How much of that is the coach's call, and how much of that is London's call? How's that game plan put together, so to speak?
Well, it was London's call during the game. He was a little tired, but we encourage people, not just London, but anybody. If you're going full speed, offense, defense, and special teams, and you can't go full speed, we ask these guys to take a break, a few plays off, and somebody else go in, get their job done, so you can play full speed.
Is that more about spelling him so that he's got energy the rest of the game? He was out the first play of the second drive and the first 3 plays of the third drive. So it wouldn't have been like he was overly taxed at that point.
Well, like I said, we got different game plans. Sometimes we do it early, sometimes we do it late. Sometimes, it might be a long play, somebody going 40, 50 yards on the side of the line. But again, we encourage people, and if they feel like they need a break, to take themselves off.
Mike, 2 questions. First on Jordan and Fred. What's your evaluation at this point? Are you hopeful that either of them will be able to go? And then 2, you've really been in this position in your career of being 0-3. What do you think? Where do you sense the team's mood is right now?
I don't know with Jordan. I think Fred, since he was limited today, hopefully he'll be a little bit more tomorrow. Jordan did not practice, so we just have to wait and see. Anytime you got a thigh contusion, you don't know for sure. He's getting treatment 3 times a day. That's a good sign. He's improved a lot in the last 24 hours. Hopefully he can keep that progress going.
Mentally right now as a team, you feel?
Well, like I said, you're one play away from winning that game. So your mindset has to look at what you did right and wrong and be tough on yourselves, just like we did in the first 2 games. And once it's over, it's over. We had a good practice today, and hopefully we can continue that throughout the week and carry over to Sunday.
When you're preparing for a game and you don't prior, I guess, play, not play, you got 2 different styles you're working with there. How do you divide up your practice time, your game planning, to make sure to account for what you need to account for?
I think you just said it right there. You got to account for both of them because you don't know for sure. So 2 different type of game plans. Guys can, I guess, we can take a look at prior. We know that Freddie is in a running game, so you have to be ready for that. Other quarterbacks can run it, not to the degree he can, but you got to be ready for both.
Robert is in his week-to-week progress. In hindsight, would any purpose at all serve by sitting out until the bye?
Well, first of all, you got to play. You got to play in order to get better, and I think Robert's done that. He's healthy. He's going to get better and better each week, and I thought he got better this last weekend. And the more he plays, the more he's comfortable getting back playing a game situation, the better he's going to be.
Mike, looking at your defense, obviously they showed a little bit of improvement last week. Do you feel like the problems are more so just execution, schematic? Or what do you think the problem was?
The first thing you have to do is try to put a team in a one-dimensional game and take away the run. We were able to do that against Detroit, but we didn't finish. We came up with a couple big plays in there that we were hoping we wouldn't give up, but we still played well enough to win. And that's what you got to do. You've got to take away the run, hopefully, and give yourself an opportunity to win the football game. We had those chances, but we just didn't get it done.
Coach has got him going in the right direction.
Yeah, I thought we played much better against Detroit than the first 2 games. Every time you're running back or any time a runner runs like he did, it's really hard to slow up a football team. In both games we had, they rushed the ball extremely well. When you have that, the quarterback usually has a big day.
Mike, this is to build off what Mike was saying over here. You guys have a defense that's based upon stopping the run first and foremost. When that doesn't happen, how much does that kind of have a domino effect on everything else you guys want to do?
Well, the first games we played a little bit more nickel than we did base, assault nickel. with the type of set they had, and obviously we didn't get the job on stopping the run.
We asked you a little bit about this on Monday, but do you plan to continue experimenting with the kick return game, trying different guys back there, or is it going to be Thomas and maybe Morgan mixed in?
It'll be one of those two guys. Now, there's some other options, but the options right now would be one of those two guys. Yeah.
Coach, what are some of the challenges of playing at Oakland? We know the field is also a baseball field. We know about their eccentric, to say the least, fans. What do you tell your guys?
You don't say anything. I know that better than anybody, by the way. I've got first-hand experience out there quite a few years. I don't think you do anything. Baseball field takes a while for the kickers to get used to. Receivers will go out there and get adjusted. It is a different type of atmosphere for a kicker because they're not used to kicking off that infield. So you got to make a decision in pregame, exactly how they're kicking, and then make decisions during the game.
Over here on Monday, Jim Schwartz, thank you for their picture taking equipment broke down, right. And you let them let them use some two courses. Is that their equipment, or is that equipment the home field provides? What makes you decide to share the pictures?
Well, we got equipment on either side, at least from my standpoint. If they come to our field, they should have the opportunity to get the pictures. Just like if I was over there, I'd want the opportunity to get the pictures. I'm not going to go into who's to blame for, who should be working, but at the end of the day, I just think it's in sportsmanship that they should have the same right to pictures as we do.
Is that machine they bring with them?
I'm not sure. I'm not positive of that.
So you said going back to knowing better than anyone about Oakland, is there a memory or an experience there that especially stands out that you wouldn't mind sharing with us?
It's been a long time ago. I was there in '88. It was 25 years ago. It's been a while. But with Denver, we've had some great games through the years. It was always a big rivalry. But you look for those type of games, just like the games we had here in the NFC East. It doesn't matter if the Giants or the Cowboys or Philly. As the more you play them, the bigger they get, and we had a bunch of big games together.
Has it surprised you at all that four bats injury has taken this long to heal, and what's your comfort level? Has it surprised you at all that four bats injury has taken this long to heal, and what's your comfort level with Potter now?
I thought Potter did a great job on his kickoffs, and I think he did a good job on the extra points and field goal. You never know. You never know what runs. You don't want a guy to overkick himself. He might send himself back for the whole season. But we'll get a chance at the end of it him on Friday and see where he's at. And hopefully he'll be ready to go.
Mike, how do you think Emerson did the other day?
Pardon me?
With Emerson playing on Sunday, how do you think he did?
I thought he did good. I thought he had a few plays. He gave up a couple plays there, too. One was just a misassignment, and just a young guy, and the other guy competed, and they had a shake on him, but that's part of the game.
Plays where he's going for the ball and not really playing the man. Is that a lot of just rookie moves, things that he'll figure out as time goes on?
Well, I thought when he went for the ball, he did a pretty good job. He added a couple. The other one, the big one on our sideline, the shake route. That's experience. He's right there. He's going to finish the play. But I thought everybody saw him make a couple pretty good plays in the open field. Pretty impressive for a young guy.
The slow start of the offense in the first half of the game. I mean, is there anything? Obviously, it's execution. What you guys say. Is there any way to call it an offense differently? Is there anything you can do to change that?
Well, I thought we were much better this game, even though we stopped ourselves. We were better in the third downs, better on the football. And when you do that, you still got to finish plays. It could be a turnover, it could be red zone, and hopefully we can put a game together where we can score some points.
And McCarr Rambo said today he was surprised he didn't play as much, but he knew the reason. You guys told him the reason. So how does he work his way back in?
Well, just like everybody, we're going to evaluate that week by week, see how guys play. It's part of the evaluation system for us. We'll get special teams, we'll look on how a guy plays the defense, what type of game plan that we have against another team. It may be a base package, maybe a nickel package. How do we match up with different receivers, others, different tight ends? It all depends on what our game plan is that week, and that will change week by week.
Coach, the way the league's changing right now, it seems the passing yards are on a record pace. I think 14 100-yard rushing games through 3 weeks for the whole league. Nobody's got more than 2. Do you evaluate even defensive play differently than you would have 10 or 12 years ago? When you look at the passing yards you're giving up, the plays you're giving up, just because of the way the rules and the trend of the league at this point?
I think you have to have a lot more packages defensively with some of these wide receivers, how you match up, without question. Yeah, it's not the same as it used to be. It's a base defense. You go out there and you play no matter what, because some of these teams are in 4 or 5 wide receivers to start out. So you never know for sure what an offensive game plan is going to be. And so you got to be able to adjust defensively depending on what the personnel is.
I know you went through the good and bad without Davis. Has the Raiders' mystique changed? I mean, there's something different without, because he was the Raiders for so long. Has the franchise looked at differently, or you perceive it differently without him?
No, I still think of Al Davis when I think of the Raiders, and I still think of his son, on the organization right now. But no, he accomplished a lot, and even though we had our differences, I had a lot of respect for him.
Coach Roberts always had success, it seems, in everything he's done, whether it's track, basketball, football, whatever it is. How do you think he's responded to the adversity, not just of the team losing, but maybe some of the turnovers that he's had, and also hearing from the outside others about it? How's he handling that?
I'll have to ask Robert. I know he's going to be in here in a second. I think he can answer that better than I can. But I know one thing is that he's a competitor, and when things, when you get down or you don't have a great game, he can do everything he can do to give himself the best opportunity to be successful. That's what he does. He's a hard worker, and hopefully